Go ahead and free yourself. Go ahead and free yourself. If you don't talk to me. Hey, Shayla. Hey, Miss Brown. Hey, Whitney. Hey, half dozen mom. Adrian, Desiree. Hey, Dia. Hey, Bellamy. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Queen J. Hey, Janae. Hey, Miss Brown. What you say, sis? I'm just online so fast. Oh, did I, did I disturb you guys? Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Tamara. Hey, Try Me, the official lady. Hey, Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Love Lies, you did a really good live today. I really enjoyed myself. I was listening. It was really good. If you guys didn't get a chance to get over there and listen to Love Lies and Lace Fronts live, you guys should go over there and check it out. It was really good. Hey, Brown. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Sammy. Girl, no, I am sipping wine, cleaning my kitchen, and doing laundry. Sis, I did that this morning because it's a real G's birthday this weekend, and I refuse to do anything. My husband said, "What we eating for dinner?" I said, "I don't know. I have no idea." Thank you, baby. Thank you, Whitney. Hey, Felita. Hey, Diamond and Loving Myself. Yeah, Queen, make sure you go over there and check that live, y'all. It was really good. It was some good dialogue. I enjoyed it. Yes, B-Day fun. Okay, girl. Hey, Happy. Marissa Starr has Liv's Lives house on her channel. Oh, oh Lord, that's funny. Hey, Queen. Hey, Shannon. Yes, girl, late night live, y'all. We ain't gonna be on here all night. Queen, happy belated birthday to you, sis. My fellow Virgo sis. Destiny. Yes, Destiny, my birthday Sunday. All right, y'all. We gonna go and get this conversation crack a lacking, popping locking, because I don't want to hold y'all too long. I knew y'all was up because social media doesn't close. You know how the club closes at 3 o'clock? Child, social media is 24 hours, 7 days a week. Yeah, it don't close. So I knew y'all was somewhere. Either y'all was on another YouTube channel, y'all was on Instagram, y'all was on Snapchat. Hey, Sabrina, thank you. Melissa says her birthday in 10 minutes. Hey, 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 it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hey, 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 hey. Happy birthday, Melissa. Whitney says she has a question. Everybody be quiet so Whitney can ask her question. Whitney, you have the floor, sis. What is your question? Thank you, Happy. Janae said we was bored, sis. What's your question, Whitney. Hey, Celia. Hey, or is it Kalia? I always get your name wrong, sis. My bad. Janae said the live say this all. My kid's daddy wants to see his kids Sunday. I'm scared of COVID-19. What should I do? Sis, have your kids been outside of the house since COVID? Have y'all been to Walmart? Have you been to the gas station? Have you been anywhere outside of your home? Yeah, baby, he needs to see his children. Okay? He needs to. I understand you're being, very extra careful, but he needs to see his children. Right, Happy? Would you want to see them? You got a lot of daddies out here that wouldn't care about Corona or not. They just ain't fooling with their children. Hey, Misha, if this is a man that is wants to okay, so you've been to Walmart, sis. I don't know if you took the kids with you. If you did, yeah, they was exposed to a lot of people. Okay, so no, you let him see his children. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's very well aware of um the CDC's recommendations for social distancing, but as those are his children, he's going to want to hug them. Yeah, outside with masks should be okay. Check his temperature, sis. That's what if I was you, I would check bro's temp. Tell him no disrespect, but you do understand we in a pandemic. Check bruh's temp. Right, love life. Make him hand sanitize. Make sure the children are hand sanitized. But let that man see his children, girl. Let that man see his children. Yes, ma'am. You'll be all right. You covered in the blood, sis. You're gonna be all right. You and those children. But that's a good question. You just being overly cautious because you're a mother, and I get it, sis. So there's nothing wrong with that. You're welcome. So y'all, what's going on with TikTok? They say they banning TikTok. They taking it off the. Hey, Tasha. They taking it off the I guess the Google App Store and the Apple. Was it Apple Store? They taking it off. Dia said, buy them some hazmat suits and push them kids out the door, girl. That's your little break. Treat them like you at the airport. Hey, Carolyn. Happy says, just relax. As long as he ain't sick, then only 4% of people have COVID, even ones with temp. Do the right thing. Exactly. Y'all, what's going on? They taking TikTok away. So y'all, Sunday, as of Sunday, you will not be able to download TikTok from the app stores, whatever device. If you are Android or iPhone user, you will not be able to do TikTok or WeChat. The Trump administration says they feel like because it's a China owned or China based owned company that they could be sharing information with people that they shouldn't be sharing it with. They feel like it's a security breach. I think they mad because folks, instead of folks going to get their jobs, they sitting here living on unemployment and doing all them TikTok dances. That's why y'all shouldn't have went on TikTok doing all them skits and dances on there. Now Trump want to take TikTok away from y'all because he wants y'all back working. He don't want y'all on TikTok. Yes, girl, they as of Sunday. Now, the Chinese government, the ones that own I think it's called something Byte, the name of the company that owns it, they have until November the 12th to basically sell it to a US based company, or if they don't, TikTok is going to be banned from the United States. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they do have a lot of access to our information. Yeah, IG has the reels. So y'all, you gonna have to, that's what happens when y'all got real comfortable getting that $600 a week from unemployment, and y'all started doing all them TikTok dances and having a good time. Trump didn't like that, y'all. He ain't like that. Yeah, y'all doing too much dancing. Y'all was doing too much celebrating. Y'all wasn't looking for no jobs. When y'all was filling out the unemployment vouchers every week and they asked y'all, was y'all looking for a job? Y'all say yes. And y'all was on TikTok all day, all night. Yeah, you wasn't looking for no job. So now Trump says, bye-bye, TikTok. Okay. Hey, Tina. So y'all better go on and get all your whatever little skits y'all want to put on there, or like I said, go over there to IG. They got the reels now all over there. So y'all might have to leave TikTok and go now. All the what the one girl that went viral on TikTok, but she got 60 million followers or whatever. What's this gonna do now? Jesse says, I'm unemployed by no fault of my own. I've been looking for work and had a great interview today. I am not on tic tac toe. Well, Jesse, good luck on your interview. I hope you get the job. Right, Dia. They tired of seeing all them Savage and WAP dance challenges and the period challenge. They said, get your ass back to work and off TikTok. Whitney says, I love TikTok. Ban Facebook. Girl, okay, yeah, ban Facebook. Leave TikTok alone. Get your asses back to work and get off the TikTok. Yes, I am Surefire. Cause it's a real G's birthday. Yeah, well, you can't feel bad for the people on TikTok that's making money yet. They're gonna have to go to another platform and get their little scratchola. That's all that is. Hey, Sofa. So y'all got to Sunday, so y'all better ball till you fall. Tonight and tomorrow. Cause come Sunday, it's not gonna be on the App Store anymore. So y'all better ball till you fall. Yes, Janae, just before you got to do the period challenge. Sis, well, you need to get off this live and go do the period challenge, post it, and come back, sis. Maybe you'll go viral between now and Sunday midnight. Thank you, Shafia. Please pray for my mother-in-law. She tested positive for COVID today, and women and isn't doing well. She lives alone and is stressed. I bought her groceries dinner, but left feeling helpless. Oh, Sam, I'm so sorry. Well, we most definitely will pray for your mother-in-law. We most definitely will. She'll be all right. She will. She has you. You went there and you were able to aid her with getting groceries and dinner. I know she's feeling stressed, but she just needs to relax and drink plenty of fluids and just, stay indoors, most definitely. It's downloaded on your phone already. You can still use it until November the 12th. That's when it might be banned for good. Well, they said as of Sunday, you won't be able to, it won't be on the App Store anymore. But as of no, they got to November the 12th before they make like the final decision. Desiree said, what is the period challenge? No, it's Desiree. And she said, I'm actually cramping right now. Sis, it ain't that period. It's where you pose with either your belly bump or your booty, and you put period, like your butt or your belly bump if you're pregnant is the P, and then you type the rest of the words out. Child, I don't know. I'm telling you, folks ain't been working. People bored. They're just making up any old thing, child. I don't know if Google is trying to buy you. Hey, Anna. If you have a VPN on your phone, you'll still be able to use it. Yeah, but when you use those VPNs, that's a easy way to get viruses and stuff on your phone, isn't it? I don't know. I would be careful with them VPNs. I keep a VPN because all apps matter, or the period using your wedding ring. Right. Yeah, you can use your wedding ring too. Yeah, I just found out about the period challenge like 2 days ago. I didn't even know what it was. Right. TikTok took so long to catch on. Now this. Love Live says sanitizer. Hey, LaQuinta. Right, Anna. It's a cute little challenge. The period challenge. It's cute. All right, y'all. So enough of TikTok. We not gonna cry over those rich people. They gonna be all right. They gonna figure something out. They gonna come up with something else, so they'll be all right. We're not even gonna worry about them. Okay, you never had a virus? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I've never used it. Anna says you win. Anna's so stupid. Oh my god. Liv did the period challenge. Oh Lord. So y'all, let's talk a little bit about Olivia. What's going on? You know what? I've seen a lot of well, not a, well, yeah, I kind of have. It's been quite a few reaction videos about Olivia's situation and her telling people that she bought her house and then just abruptly move out of her house and from what she says, put it up for rent or it's up for rent or whatever. And y'all look, if you really think about Olivia and I've only been watching since like the end of 2018. But if you really think about all that she's done, when Olivia does stuff, it's never really like a sit down video saying, hey, you guys, this was going on. It's never that. It's always some type of stunt behind anything she's doing. Just like when she moved to Florida. Remember, it was a whole big old skit that went on right before, remember she called somebody called her phone, or she dry seen her call texting somebody or whatever. And, next thing you know, I'm moving to Florida. And then she's in Florida. Um, when the whole AB situation last year, and she had the AB, and then the next thing you know, she's on the road in the middle of the night driving from Florida to Texas. Do y'all really think that girl gonna give up on that man that soon? And she just married him at the end of the year, in December the 31st. Right. She talks but says nothing because at the end of the day, Olivia knows what people think of her on YouTube. And in a way, obviously at first she didn't like it because nobody wants to be called a liar. Nobody wants to be called a joke. No one wants to be made fun of. But when it's being done and it's not going to stop, you might as well use it to your advantage. Just think about it. What I personally think is that Olivia is going back to Texas. Although she made, she did several videos, lives talking about she's done with Gerard and she's over him. And, she did a whole video about him trying to solicit favors from a prostitute. And she did all this stuff, right? So There's no way after she's did all this to say, how she's over him and all this, there's no way that she would turn around and just say, you know what, you guys, I love my man. I love my husband. I'm going to my husband. Even though that I feel that's what she's doing, but obviously put a little play with it to drag it out to do what? To get the views. I personally feel like she's going back to be with her husband. She's already admitted that she lies for views, right? So at the end of the day, she already know people think she's a liar, she's this, she's that. So now she's basically using it to her advantage. So Olivia really feels like she's not gonna just sit down and say, you guys, you know what? I want my husband. I want my family. I'm going to him. She's not just going to say that because that's too easy, right? Nobody's really for that. Everybody's for the drama, right? So obviously these pop up random lives and she's, getting drunk and behavior all over the place. That does what? That gives her attention. We're sitting right here in the live talking about it now. But ultimately, that's what I believe that girl is doing. She's going to now, if you want to say explain why she said she bought a house and really didn't buy a house, um, because that's just what she said. I don't know. I don't know the reason why she said that. Because she wanted to make like she was really doing something that obviously she wasn't. Like we talked about yesterday, she simply could have just said, we moved into a rental home. Like that's perfectly fine. It's okay. But as we have seen, we know Olivia likes attention. Now I know she doesn't like when people say that, but sis, it's apparent that you do because the all the stuff that you do on your channel, off your channel, over there on IG, like obviously, sis, you like the attention. You like the negative attention because the negative attention does what? It gets people to come to your channel to view what's going on. And the views do what? Pay you. Why would she put the Call Girl audio out? Because it's content, it's drama. People love the drama. At the end of the day, it's already been tested and proven. Olivia doesn't care what people think. That's her man. Like, you know, she don't care about the 90,000 people that's watching her. She gonna live her life regardless. And at the end of the day, she has built a platform on her shenanigans. So people are already immune to her shenanigans. So they coming regardless. And she knows that. So that's why she does what she does. That's why she's making this whole drawed up thing about her whole house situation instead of just saying, you guys, after further consideration, I realized that I want to be with my husband or I can't afford this house by myself. But I really felt like she knew she said it. Even when she moved into the house, she said, that the house was in her name. If y'all remember, when she was moving into that house, her and Gerard were already on the outs. So I know a lot of people said that she's moving because she can't afford it without Gerard's money. But Olivia her and Gerard were already on rocky terms anyway of her going into that house. So she went into that house knowing that she was going to handle it like she did when she was staying in her apartment. Now, obviously, the rent in the apartment and the houses are two different amounts. The rent or the mortgage or whatever she was doing over there in that house is more than the apartment, but she still made efforts to handle things on her own. Grown and sexy, a platform she has yet to monetize correctly. I know people with half her subs making bank. Liz is stupid. Candace said the lady called out Gerard's name and I looked and it was him. Oh, oh. Right. I'm gonna just give you guys an example. Look at Peach McIntyre. She has blown her channel up, and she has not been on this platform nowhere near as long as Olivia. And that girl's almost at 50K. Olivia could have been there too, to your point, Destiny, if she would have just kept to the content that she started with. But when you get addicted to the drama, that's just what you do. Drama sells. So even with these reality shows, they start off everything okay, and the next thing you know, boom, because they got to keep people watching. Hey, pineapples. She also said Gerard was taking care of some bills, and he's the reason she fell behind with the 1K light bill. Princess, those bills was in her name. So that's just like Olivia saying she never opens her mail. Sis knew how much her bill was. Y'all, she can tell us anything. We don't know that for sure. She didn't show us the bill. She could have said anything because you got to remember she making Gerard look like the bad guy. So of course say he left her with all the bills. He ran off to Texas and left her. Of course say that. Y'all, you got to understand. Well, not really y'all, but Olivia has to understand that although she's trying to tell this story and she's trying to tell it to where she wants to make it believable, but you got to understand your audience is watching you. You're not watching yourself. So what people do is people study you. They study you, how you talk, how you look. They looking at your surroundings. When she's vlogging in her bedroom, trust me, people looking behind her shoulder. They looking on the floor. They looking in the closet, on the wall. They trying to see something. When Olivia's just sitting here looking at the camera. She with Olivia, that's why people are able to call her a liar because people have been watching her for a long time and they have figured her out. Now, obviously, she's not watching herself. She's acting, right? So you don't when you say something, you just say it out your mouth and you don't remember. But the people listening to you, yeah, baby, they holding on to every last word. That's why people always are able to come back and throw stuff back in her face because you're saying it, but the people you're saying it to are listening to you. But you're just talking, but they're listening. She don't get that. Right. Especially since she's a known liar, people are paying attention. Y'all, at the end of the day, I try to snap a picture. My husband told me not to. The lady is totally opposite. The lady is totally opposite of Liv. Okay, Candace, are you saying that you saw Gerard with some other woman or something? Look, we not gonna get into all that. Y'all, look, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Olivia knows exactly what she's doing. We all have figured this out that that girl more than likely rented that house, and once she rented it, she, you know, being, you know, sporadic as she is, she realized because y'all Olivia's been through so much with Gerard. I just really don't think that girl's finished going through what she's going through with that man. Like this is a woman who's been with this, even with the cheating and allegations and all the physical abuse she said he did to her, the emotional abuse. Even with all that being said, you still married him. I don't think Olivia's ready to give him up yet. Obviously, she's telling her audience that she is, but I don't think so. I think Olivia is trying to, and what better way to, again, to bring attention to her channel is to make this long, drawn out situation, this mysterious, did I buy my house? Did I rent my house? Am I in Florida? Am I in Texas? Obviously, when instead of just being an adult and just saying, you know what, guys, after further consideration, I decided to go back to Texas. Like, I need to be with my husband. I need to be with my family. And we just gonna go through what we go through or what we've been going through, which a lot of women could relate to that. But that's not drama enough. What she's doing now is what's gonna keep people coming and watching, trying to figure out what's going on. And it's also going to do what? Get people to keep sharing her video out because people go like, y'all, this is crazy girl on YouTube, and share the video to other people and share it to other people and share it to other people to do what? Ultimately get that channel to 100K. Hey, silly mommy. Right. She even married that man with a so-called alleged baby on the way. And if y'all notice, we ain't heard no more about that. Shannon said, well, Gerard is nutty as a fruitcake, too. If he takes her back, ain't no way I'm going to go along with all these shenanigans. I wouldn't. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, and it's not normal, right? It's just not. It's not healthy for any type of relationship. If you're going to do YouTube as a family, then do YouTube as a family. Normal families don't go through what Liv tries to portray on her channel. Yeah, people are not going through drama episodes every other day. I'm not saying they don't go through drama. Obviously, families do go through drama. Men and women go through drama, right? But yeah, they're not going through it every day or every other day or once a week or once a month. Yeah, sis, it's always a scandal over there. It shouldn't be a scandal every other day. A lot of people are tired of games, and a lot of people will decide not to B. Kirk says, I'm disappointed in Olivia because she didn't have to do it like that. Yeah, she didn't. She didn't have to do it like that. She could have just simply said, as a mature woman, you guys, after further consideration, I decided to go back to Texas with my husband and put my family back together. Like, people would have respected that. Even if you would have said, I bought my house and ultimately we find out you really didn't, people probably would have forgot that part and would just be like, yeah, girl, go get your man. Y'all make your family work. Whatever y'all go through, long as y'all go through it together, eventually, hopefully, everything will be all right. People would have respected that more than all this here. Because it's like Olivia got to understand there's grown women watching your channel. It's not a bunch of teenagers. It's grown women watching your channel. So they, for the most part, they expect to see grown woman content. Not a woman sitting on her channel, drinking herself to a drunken stupor or getting on top of her kitchen counter, twerking in the middle of the air. Yeah, grown women don't want to really watch that because Olivia has a platform where she's an influencer. No one wants to be influenced by that. You think it's California? Right, Jeanette. Why grown and sexy? Why put your man on blast and expect us to support you steady chasing him? But Olivia doesn't care. Like, she'll say quickly, I don't care what you guys think. Well, but your audience basically gives you your paycheck. So you should be a little bit considerate of your audience, just a tad bit, because if it wasn't for your audience, you wouldn't have been able to put that Instagram post on your channel saying you had $13,000 in your checking account. I mean, it is what it is. On YouTube, that's how you're paid, by your viewers, by your subscribers, subscribing to your channel and viewing your content. Or even if they don't subscribe, viewing your content is what pays you. So at the least that you can do is respect the fact that these people take the time to come watch what you got to say when they can go watch 1,000 other channels. Janae says, I just need sis to figure out which lane she want to be in and stay in it. We are motherfucker tired. Hey, pineapples. What man would take that thing home to meet their mama? She feels that another subby will just replace ones that leave like she's a celeb. Well, obviously, yes. One leave, obviously another one will um replace that one. Yes, that's understandable, right? But it's just you know, look, we understand that Goofy sales, right? I mean, my God, y'all look at Lovely Peaches over there on Instagram. They finally was able to take her channel down, or her Instagram, whatever. I guess that's whatever they call it over there on Instagram. They was finally able to get that down, because after so long, people get tired of the shenanigans. People don't want to be lied to. It's just like in politics. People don't want to be lied to. Period. They don't. They don't see it being funny. Right, Yolanda. I don't know why she moved in and just suddenly moved out. I mean, it's obvious when she moved into that house, she was expecting. Oh, okay, pineapples. I'm sorry, because I'm looking at the chat and I'm not. Um, let me answer your obviously, Yolanda, when she moved into that house, it didn't appear like she was trying to abruptly move out of it, because sis had started hanging up clothes and, decorating the place, unboxing things. But I think she was having those obviously behind the scenes conversations with Gerard. And sis probably realized, as much as she says she doesn't care what Gerard does, it's obvious Olivia does, because Olivia's in love with that man. Now, how much of love he is with her, yeah, I don't know. I feel like he does love her. Is he deeply in love with her? Again, I don't know. He said he was, but if you was, why did you leave her there? Why did you run back to Texas and leave your family there? I don't know, y'all. Let me go back and read another comment I saw. Her audience is hungry for, this is grown and sexy talking. Her audience is hungry for knowledge about how to start a channel. She refused to even do a bootleg course on how. She could charge them $10 and they pay all day, but again, she's stupid. Someone asked her where her cat was, and she said, not with her right now. I just want to know how easy it is to get rid of an animal when they are supposed to be treated like family. So sad. Yeah, and I understand that, but everybody doesn't have the love for pets like they proclaim to have, right? Now, as long as hopefully she took the cat to a home that was going to love the cat. I hope she just didn't let the cat out in the middle of the road and say, I'm gonna holler at you later. I pray she didn't do that, because at the end of the day, cat lives matters too, because I'm a cat lover, so cat lives matter too. And to the response to Grown and Sexy about how she could, tell people how to grow a channel. Um, yeah, Olivia's just not that type of person. She just doesn't appear to be that type of person to sit down and give people those type of conversations. I think that's a little bit too much of a serious content for her. And she just doesn't appear to be that type of serious person. She's serious when she wants to be, and that's not a lot of time. So you're right. She could do that, but this is the same person that didn't want to tell you where she got her music from to put in her video. So if she don't want to tell you that, sis, she damn sure ain't gonna tell you how to grow no channel. Pineapple says she don't have a 19.95 a month plus cell phone, car insurance, and didn't even know what a deed is. Public record. Um, you know what? As far as what that girl could afford and could not afford, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm not comfortable saying what that girl can't afford. I don't know what she can afford. And y'all, in all fairness, we can't say what that girl can and cannot afford. We don't know what her money situation is. You can't just think because you watching this YouTube thing and you thinking this is the only thing she has going on as far as money. Yeah, she doesn't have to divulge that to anybody other than the people that matter. You know, her mama, her sister, maybe her husband, whatever. Obviously, she doesn't have to tell a bunch of strangers. So to say that she can't afford something is not fair to say, because we don't know what she's doing. When she's not on that camera, she could be doing all type of stuff on the side making money. And obviously she's not sharing that with people, and she doesn't have to. So to say that she can't afford something, I don't feel like it's fair to say, because we don't know what that girl can afford. That's just like if you go buy a house and your homegirl know you work at a job, but she don't know how much you make, but she just think that that job doesn't pay a lot of money. So she just gonna tell you, oh, well, you can't afford that. Yeah, she don't know what you can do with your money. She don't know. How can you talk about that man like a dog and keep going back? The same reason that they have been together for as long as they've been together. This is just what they do. Is it a normal relationship, or is it a healthy relationship? No, it's not one I'm in. I wouldn't dare get on a platform and talk about my husband like a daggone dog. And then next thing you know, we all booed up in the camera. No, no, no. But the difference between me and Olivia, and maybe you ladies as well, when y'all going through something with your significant others, you're not going to get on a camera for hundreds of thousands of people to see and hear how you talk about them. Y'all gonna go through what y'all go through with your significant others. What? Behind closed doors, like normal people do. After a while, I mean, me personally, I don't think moving to Cali is a good decision. I mean, you can't keep moving them kids all across the country. Like you just not can't. You can't assume just because they're little that it won't affect them. Yeah, it will affect them because they get used to one environment, and then here you moving them to another environment, and they have to keep getting themselves reacclimated to all these different environments. Y'all know that's not good unless you have to move because you're in the military. But obviously Olivia's not in the military. She has to figure out, and I'm just gonna say this not just for Olivia, but that's anybody. You got to figure out how to get yourself together where you at. And if you just really feel like where you are at currently is not conducive to what you need to be doing with your life, then yes, move. But since you can't do that every 6 months or every other or every year, right? Happy, if you can't afford Florida, you damn sure can't afford California. Hey, Monica, you kill me, Monica. I mean, me personally, I don't really feel bad for the kids. I know my BBY 66 says she feels bad for the children. I don't feel bad for the children because I know Olivia loves her children. So, she loves her children, obviously, but she just going through something. I just wish she would hurry up and go through it and get her grown woman shit on. Like, sis, hurry up. Like, girl, come on now. Because time don't wait for anybody. You gonna mess around, sis, and you gonna be 40. Okay? Real quick. You gonna wake up, you gonna go to bed being 30 and wake up, sis, and you gonna be 40. And you gonna be like, God dang, where did the 10 years go? And you have nothing accomplished because you running from state to state. And if you and Gerard couldn't make it in Florida, I mean, since I don't know how well you think it's gonna happen in Texas when you left Texas because y'all wasn't really doing right. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's a lot going on. Oh, so for your phone, I'm glad you back, sis. 4 moves in 2 years. Yeah, that's a lot. But then, because they think their kids are little, that they can do that. But what you got to understand is your children are growing. Her oldest daughter seems pretty smart. That little girl notices that, they were so excited to have bunk beds and be in their own little big bedroom. And now all that's gone. And it's unfortunate that all that's being played out on YouTube. I just really feel like if she was going through something, sis should have shut that camera down until she was able to regroup. You might have had to bite the bullet for a couple of weeks and not put any vlogs out or not get on Instagram, right? Sometimes but that's why you have to plan, especially being, self-employed. you have to plan for those unexpected incidents. You get sick or something like that. You need to plan for that. Even if you have to put plan videos ahead. And at one time, Olivia was doing that. She was putting those videos ahead, but I think she just got caught up in what she got going on. And sis was just like, I'm just gonna do lives and F it. Yes, and they did love that pool, but they're gonna have to learn to love something else. Yeah, Texas is. Olivia could get more for her money in Texas than she ever could in Florida. Because you paying for that sun and that water. I said water. You're paying for that sun and water in Florida. She can get way more for her money right there in Texas. Me personally, I really feel like she should have never left Texas. That's just my personal feeling. Obviously, I can't influence her one way or the other, but I really felt like if she would have stayed in Florida, she probably would have been much more ahead of herself than she is. I mean, if she would have stayed in Texas, excuse me, she would have been much more ahead of herself in life than regrouping and moving to Florida. Because to be quite honest with you, she really didn't do anything any different in Florida that she could have done in Texas. She most definitely could have got married to Gerard in Texas. Might not have been on the beach, unless you went down to Galveston. She definitely could have launched her lash line in Texas. She definitely could have found a house to either buy or rent in Texas. Like what she did in Florida was no different than I didn't see Olivia do anything. I didn't see her. She didn't do any vlogs about going any places in Florida, although it's COVID. But even before COVID happened, she was in Texas a whole year before COVID hit. We didn't see any vlogs about places she traveled to or seeing. She said all you saw her was driving to Starbucks and Walmart, and that's it. You didn't see anything else. It's like, girl, you in a whole new state that you've never been before. Why not show us what Tampa looks like or other cities that's around Tampa? And she didn't do any of that. You had all that content sitting right there, and you didn't even take advantage of it. Especially as a person who said they vlogged their life. Whitney says, I think she should have got a job off of social media, settle down and give her kids stability and do YouTube part-time, maybe. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of women who are doing YouTube full-time and they're stable. You have to have it in your mental, right? She could do YouTube full-time. Yeah, she's been doing it full-time, but sis got to quit all the shenanigans. Stop all the play, sis, and get serious with your channel and help that channel grow. It's as far as you can make it grow. 200,000, 300,000, even a million. But what you're doing right now, I don't think she will ever get to a million. Right. It's crazy how some people could be on YouTube a short time and make it to 100K, and some people can take 10 years. Yeah, it just really depends. It depends. Y'all, look, it honestly depends on what wave you catch on YouTube. When you came on YouTube, what type of content you introduce yourself to YouTube with, and how well that does for you. There's so many different variables. It depends on your personality. There's one thing I know about YouTube, you have to have a personality in anything you do. Cooking, vlogging, reaction videos, gossips, whatever you're doing, you have to have a personality. No, they're not. They're not monetizing their channel's potential. You're right, Grown and Sexy. You are most definitely right about that. They're not. But Chrissy said in her live last night that time that she took in hiatus off of YouTube, she said it affected her CPM like really bad. Like she said it went down really low. And if you don't know anything about YouTube, CPM is the cost, what is it? Cost per miles. Yes, it's basically how you get paid on YouTube. And if you're not actively putting out vlogs or videos, I'm gonna just say that actively putting out videos or lives, your analytics will go down tremendously, and therefore it would affect your CPM. That's why you notice when people like once those YouTubers get to a certain plateau, they're only putting out videos once a week or 2 weeks or twice a week because they're at, like, million subscribers, 500,000 subscribers. They don't really have to put them out every day because they're at a CPM and their analytics basically is steady with the way they put out their videos. Or then you have some people that only put it out a certain times a week because they're not using YouTube as their main source of income. YouTube is passive income for them. Whitney says, I think she's jealous of her sister's life. No, I don't think Olivia would be jealous of her sister's life. I think her sister, she's very influenced by her sister. She looks up to her sister. I don't think she's jealous of her life. I don't think so. But if that's what you think, Whitney, I mean, I can't change the way you think. Liv wants attention more than love. I think, yeah, so for you, right, I think she wants both. I think she really wants both. I really do. Why is she always throwing random shade at Chrissy? Maybe she's trying to, strike another conversation with Chrissy where Chrissy can get on her platform and cuss her out real good, like she did. When was that, in 2018, when Chrissy showed her natural AAASS, honey? Boy, I had never seen Chrissy react like that, honey. She let Liv have it. Maybe Liv want another one of those cussing out. I don't know. Liv ain't tripping off no love. Attention holds more value to her. You could be right, Sofa. I'm not saying you wrong, sis. I'm not saying you wrong or right. I don't know. Again, that's your observation because, like I said earlier, we watching her, so we see something obviously that she doesn't see because she's not watching herself. Olivia's putting up these videos, she's editing them, and she's plopping them on the screen, and then people are sitting back watching, and they watch them every time she puts up a video or every time she go live. There's people literally waiting, sitting, watching, holding on to every word, everything she says and does. That's why people are able to make the assumptions that they make about her. And although she doesn't like them, but I mean, everything she does, it's always some type of drama behind it. Instead of just saying, I want my man back. So I'm going back to Texas because he's not gonna come back here. So I'm going to go where he at because I love him or I need his help with these kids. Because y'all know for the longest, when Olivia was in when she first went to Florida, she cried about how she need help with the kids and he's not there to help and financially or even physically, and she just cried and whined about that. And then he comes there and y'all get married, and then he tells you, like, I really want to go back to Texas because I want to get my job. I got a potential to make a lot of money. But then she was being selfish, wanting to stay in Florida because she wanted to be around her family, which I'm not saying that she shouldn't have wanted to be around her family. But once she married Gerard, he's your family too, sis. That's your husband. And you need to follow your husband's lead. Right, Trinette. Yeah, I don't think Gerard's in no federal prison. Gerard don't strike me as the type that would be going out committing no crimes to give him some fed time, especially not that daggone quick. Yeah, Gerard just don't. Gerard strikes me as the type to want to go to a job, and he know if he get himself in some legal trouble, he cannot do that. And Gerard like women, honey. He wants to be out here doing his thug thizzle, okay, and he can't do it and sitting on no jail. Sean says, I'm starting to feel a little crazy watching. I mean, a lot of us now, y'all, we just watching to see the train wreck. right? Because a lot of us just sitting up here like, okay, you know, just like how we all tuned into Real Housewives of Atlanta every week. We was watching to see the trade. Y'all, we wasn't tuning in to see what cute wigs they had on or what cute outfit Nene or Candy or Sheree or Phaedra had on. No, sis, we was watching to see the train wreck. We wanted to see some drinks thrown in somebody's face. We wanted to see them arguing. That's what we tuned in for. So just like these channels that we watch, Olivia, Chrissy, Jazz, and for y'all who watch me, y'all tuning in to see the train wreck. That's it. Monica said, I just do not understand. Gronitek said the jail call is part of an app that will simulate a jail call. The TikTok teens use it to prank their parents. Oh Lord. And people were really believing that. People were really believing that she put because she was, accepting she didn't talk to somebody in jail. People were really believing that. There's no way that Olivia will be trying to talk to somebody in jail. Olivia likes attention, and a man sitting up in jail can't give Olivia the attention that she needs and requires. Yeah, we was waiting on to see who was gonna check me, boo. Yeah, y'all, that's what we tuned in. So just like we tune into their channels, yes, egomaniac. She's so basic. She dresses like we did in middle school. She swears she's fly. I don't know why she never wears clothes from the halls. Much cuter. Who are you talking about, princess? She said I was done when I heard the jail man. The three moms would be must watch train wreck TV. That's the only way they'll hit a lick. Have you seen Pineapple's video? Yes, I did see Pineapple's video, and that thing was so hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was hilarious. I was like, boy, this is funny. But at the end of the day, that's why Olivia got the reaction that she received because it's how she presented the information, instead of just coming on here, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't think that girl bought that house. Now, that's just my thought. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think she bought that house. It was too sudden, it was just too sudden. And then who buys a house, sets it up like they getting ready to live there, and not even 60 days later, move out of it? Nobody who does that. That's not normal. And we would think Olivia would want to live a normal life, and that's not normal behavior. Yes, Queen, go watch Pineapples. It was hilarious. Hey, Mickey. Yeah, kids in the new school every year. Yeah, so for go watch Pineapples. That thing was hilarious. Yeah, but when I said it in the video, people was oh, Tasha, you hating. I'm thinking to myself, why would I be hating on this lady for buying a house? Yeah, I'm a homeowner. I'm not written. I'm not hating on her. She's not doing anything that I haven't already done or couldn't do. I was just saying, if you think logical about it, it didn't make sense. You have to have there's criteria that you have to have, and just based off knowing that she's been doing YouTube full time for almost 2 years. Well, she's been monetized for almost 2 years. It just didn't add up. But I was like, okay, so sis, if that's your story, you telling it, congratulations. All right, I'm out. And then look, same thing I said about Chrissy when she got the backyard furniture. I was like, well, wait a minute. So sis, you moved from Texas, or where was she at? Y'all, Las Vegas. You moved from Las Vegas and you moved to Texas. Okay. You put up a registry asking people to help your family. All right. And then not even a month after you get to Texas, since you go spend money and buy you backyard furniture instead of buying stuff inside the home, which I think she did like a little couch or something like that. And everybody was like, well, how you know she don't have her bed? How you know she don't? Hell, I don't know. But I'm just saying, who asks people to help them furnish their home, but then take the money that they have and go buy stuff for the outside of the house? When you, but you asking people to furnish the inside of the house. And then come to find out, sis didn't even have her stuff, like I had alluded to in that video. Everybody was coming, you just jealous. I'm like, jealous? Why would I be jealous of some backyard furniture? Yeah, no, sis, I'm not jealous of no backyard furniture. I'm just saying. Now, look, I don't care because I didn't buy anything off a registry. Just like Liv's life, her home with whatever she had, the housewarming gifts that people bought her. Yeah, I'm not mad that sis got gifts for a house that she said she bought, and it appears that she didn't. Yeah, I'm not mad about that because I didn't buy sis anything, nor was I going to. So I'm not mad about it. Now, the people who did contribute to her success of buying a home, now they the ones might need to be a little bothered, but I'm not bothered at all. Do I feel like she should give that stuff back? I mean, I really don't have a say on it. I didn't. It's nothing I bought, so yeah, I don't know. My pride would never allow me to ask strangers to purchase anything for me. Thank you, Sean. Whitney said I was curious and read the receipts of the address and public record. She never had a mortgage. I just wish she never would have came on here and said that. I really do. I don't know, grown and sexy. I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I just wish she wouldn't have never said that. It would have been much better for her just to say, you guys were renting a house, you know? I mean, obviously a lot of people want to buy a home, and it's still in the cards for her to be able to buy a home. Her mother, she say her mother's her realtor, so obviously your mother can tell you what you need to do and where your credit needs to be in order for you to buy a home. Shannon said, next time on when flexing goes wrong. Also, if it is her house, shouldn't she be expecting a big payout? Don't you always have to whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you always have to live in a home for a while before selling it again? She would have filmed the process of selling a home. Child, she wouldn't have filmed the process of selling a home when she didn't even film the process of buying the home. But to answer your question, no, Destiny. We don't know why she's moving. Is she being evicted? Yeah, I don't know. Now, if they gonna pull up an eviction record like they did Chrissy, a child, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't know what happened. A lot of people says that that was her sister's house. Again, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just wish. See, that's why I really feel like a lot of stuff when it comes to things that's personal, like how you're purchasing your home and if you're buying, renting, rent to buy, whatever. Yeah, that's really none of anybody's business unless you're getting ready to tell people how they can manage or how they can acquire home ownership. If you're going to do videos or tutorials on telling people what they need to do to get themselves home, on the road to home ownership, great. Okay. You can say, I bought this home in 20 2010 and this is what I had to do then. Yeah, I can see you doing that. But just coming on here and just telling people, I rent my house and it's $1,500 a month. Yeah, I don't think that's anybody's business. It's not. It's your business because you're the one that got to pay the rent or mortgage. And Quinn said, live in her poetry session was last thing I saw. I was dead. I was officially done. All right, y'all. We're gonna get off Liv for a minute because we can talk about Liv long enough. I mean, honey, that story has been drugged back and forth, forth and back. At the end of the day, that's more than likely what Liv wanted. She wanted people to talk about her. It only makes sense. Um, and so we have done that. So did anybody see Cardi B's response to, I guess, the world and her, reasons for divorcing Offset? Did anybody see that? Personal should stay personal. If you want to entertain people for content, okay, that's great, but don't make your life a mockery for others to entertain. Exactly, Sammy J. I wouldn't advise it for anybody to do. What did Kat say? Destiny said I saw it. Sis says she's not using her divorce for clout. I have never heard of such a thing. This whole clout thing has gotten people's minds so warped. I just don't. I get so tired of hearing that word. Um, she basically said that although he was sloppy in the past with the cheating or whatever, basically what she said is she got out before the cheating happened again. I was like, okay, sis, so you was bound and determined to know he was gonna cheat again. She said he does not have another woman pregnant. Stop trying to put babies on them over there because he don't have anybody else pregnant. Maybe sis that you know of. I don't know. I ain't gonna put that on that man. It's that's what happens when you're a celebrity of her status and his status. Unfortunately, things that should be private can't be private. And that's why, it's unfortunate that she just can't divorce this man if that's truly what she's doing and divorce him in peace. Hey, Lady B, thank you. Yeah, they were married. A lot of people say that their marriage was a stunt or publicity. I don't know. I know one thing, y'all. And this just, I really feel like somebody needs to get Kanye some help. I don't know what's wrong with Kanye. He is going through a lot. He was quiet for a minute, and then somebody must have took the tape off that man's mouth. He back to typing. They must have gave him his cell phone back. He back on Twitter, tweeting silly stuff. I don't know why they keep giving this man his electronic devices. My goodness. Yeah, no prenup. But basically, Offset ain't no real celebrity. I mean, I don't know, Monica. Yeah, he's a real celebrity. He may not be a real celebrity to you, sis, but the Amigos, they were real hot. I ain't really heard anything from them in a minute, but they was popping out here. Hey, Gwen. I don't know what's wrong with Kanye, but I really feel like they need to get that man some help. But obviously, he has to admit the fact that he feels like he needs help, and he's not admitting that. Something has to be wrong with Kanye because he wasn't he when he first came out, he didn't act like this. Now, a lot of people say after his mom passed is what really changed him, and that could possibly be. But Kanye, you have children. You have children. And if you care anything about your children, you would try to get yourself some help and stop embarrassing yourself, your wife, and your children. Monica says, I don't think their marriage was a publicity stunt because they did not reveal that they were married until they were already a year in. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Trinette says Kanye needs chemical restraints. Kim needs to keep some howl doll on standby at all times. I know that's right. He sacrificed his mom's. It broke him. Yes, he did. It did. His mom death really did break him. And my heart goes out to Kanye for that. But I mean, at some point, you got to get it together, especially when you got children. It all comes down to self-worth. Cardi, for all her glitter and glam surrounding her, she does not value herself. Self-love is lacking in a lot of women. Yeah, that's true. And they like to say that a lot of strippers, you know, don't have any type of self-worth. And I disagree with that because I feel like obviously some don't, and then some do. Some are there obviously to because they're entertainers and they trying to get that munana. Because if you're in the right club, you can make a whole lot of it. Right. So yeah, exactly, Dia. I don't know, y'all. I just really feel like that just being in the limelight can affect people in a lot of ways. Constantly have to be, you know, you know, on standby, or not even standby, constantly in the limelight. You're constantly like there's nowhere you can go where you can just go and be you without people noticing who you are. Yeah, you know what, y'all? That's a lot. That is some people can handle that, and then some people can't. Like some people go into it being able to handle it, and then after a while, it wears on them. You know, it's like I love saying this old saying because my mother used to say it all the time. Even an iron wears out. You know, and I just really feel like that's for a lot of these celebrities. They have to uphold to so much, you know, stigmas and personas, and it's just so much that they have to uphold to. And for the most part, they can never just be normal people. And I know a lot of people say, well, shoot, with all that money, I'm good. It wouldn't bother me. But you're saying that because you've never lived that life. I could just imagine, you know, just always, just even for myself being here on YouTube. Once you come to this platform and you become a content creator, people try to pick you apart. They hold you up to a certain standard, even if you're not even wanting them to. They put it's just like how I live, how we're saying Liv needs to mature, Liv needs to do this, Liv needs to do that. Well, Livia probably thinks, yeah, I'm fine over here. Yeah, I'm great. I'm Gucci. It works for me. But being an influencer, people just automatically put you on some type of pedestal, even without your acknowledgement. He might be tired of that lifestyle. Right, right, Kels. T.I. told people to buy land, and a couple of days later, he caught up in some crypto fraud stuff. Michael Jackson tried to buy all of Sony. They took him out. Bill Cosby was trying to buy ABC. He in jail. I know that's right, Dia. Ooh, sis. Right. Like how did they try to bully B. Simone? Exactly. Everyone joins the cancel bandwagon. Exactly. Yeah, they try to cancel you quick, honey. You quick. They'll put the X on you quick around here. I do, Brown. I think Kanye's mother dying affected him mentally. I really do. Because isn't Kanye an only child? Oh, it was NBC. Can anybody answer that question for me? Is Kanye an only child? Right, Sabrina. Cardi was not ready to be hated on. Sis, not everybody gonna love you because exactly. Everybody ain't gonna love you. No, I have not. I'm gonna go try to watch Tamar's show. I need to go and watch it. Kanye has always been a narcissist, even before his mother died. Her death may have magnified it. Exactly. Yes, he is an only child. So, I thought he was. Thank you. I thought he was an only child. So when Tasha K started reporting on her, she lost. Yes, you guys, and but that's the thing with Cardi. Cardi is friends with a lot of bloggers. From what Lovely Cheat said, she got Cardi like her Cardi's phone number saved in her phone, right? She talked to Cardi, and Cardi, this is what Cardi wanted the people to know, you know. So I just don't understand how. Right, Brown. I just don't understand how Cardi lets the influencers of these bloggers bother her so bad, especially because she's a woman with money, right? So sis, you can damn near try to erase some of these people or some of this stuff that's going on, right? Because your money can influence. So I don't understand why, and it's just like, since it's your personality that makes people say the things they say about you. Like, sis, you did a whole song about some wet ass punana, sis. Like, come on now. Yeah, when you do stuff like that, people are always gonna have something to say. Yeah, you know what, y'all? I'm gonna be honest with you. I was liking Tasha K, and I still, I'm gonna say this. I respect her on the being on the platform, but I'm just, a lot of the stuff that Tasha K says, she spills a lot of false narratives, and she puts a lot of spin on things, and I don't think it's fair. Me personally, when I watch Lovely T doesn't, when she speaks of people, the people that she's, commentating on, the celebrities that she's commentating on, she doesn't dog those people out. She tells you the story, the backstory of why she's discussing it. And then after she does that, she gives you her very constructive criticism, or she gives you very constructive criticism about why she chose to talk about that story. And you can respect that. Tasha K get a little gutter with it. And I don't like that. I really don't. I don't feel like, just to talk about somebody and what's going on in her life, I don't feel like you should tear them down because you're discussing them. And that's why I'm gonna switch it a little bit. That's why I said with Liv's life, y'all, I don't know what happened with that woman in her house. I don't know. So I'm not gonna just, even if it's my thought and my opinion, me as a person, I want to be fair with it. I don't know what's going on until sis says what's going on. And then again, we don't still even know if that's the truth, right? Because we're not in that girl's personal life. And a lot of people want to feel like they know Liv, like they went to school with her or something, you know? And for the most part, y'all, none of us know that lady. We only know what she shows us on YouTube. Yeah, I like Armand Wiggins. Armand is very entertaining, very entertaining. Sometimes he's a little too entertaining, but he is entertaining. Thanks, grown and sexy, but since I'm nowhere near like a Lovely T. Ooh, I really look up to Lovely T. I think she does an awesome job, and I really feel like she has earned her place here on YouTube, her platform. I love to listen to her talk. She's so informative and very intelligent, and I really like Lovely T. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was Tasha K is hilarious to you too. Tasha K is okay, but just here lately, some of her commentary, I haven't been feeling. I don't like all the making fun of people and tearing people down. And I don't like that. I just don't. I don't like that. I don't think it's fair. Right. Tasha K has, I mean, Lovely T has boundaries. Tasha K doesn't. And I don't think it's fair. I just really feel like when you're talking about people, I just really feel like you should have boundaries because at the end of the day, you guys, we are discussing humans, people with feelings and emotions. And I never want to be a person who's the reason why somebody just went over the deep end because they couldn't take all the conversations about them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never want to be that person. So that's why I try to be, you know, fair in my assumptions on what I'm talking about. I try to be very fair. I know a lot of people don't think I am, but at the end of the day, you don't need a degree or certain credentials to give your thoughts and opinions about stuff that you see or hear. Yeah, you don't have to have, accreditation to do that. If you watch something and you have a thought and opinion for it and you have a platform, you have the right to get on your platform and voice your thought and opinion, regardless of what you've been through in your life. But if you see something and you just like, yeah, I don't like that, or why did that happen? You have the right to voice that. You don't need permission from anybody to do that. Yeah, I like Chronicle Speaks too. I like her too. I like Paris Milan. I don't like Love She's background. Get out the room. I don't want to see your shoe rack. Well, Princess, I'm gonna be honest with you. I get what you're saying, but sometimes you can't give people full access. Excuse me, y'all. My allergies have been cutting up today, y'all. My God. Who's paying for Kasha K's Patreon just to hear celebrity gossip that's going to get out there? That's what I'm saying. That's what when Tasha, I was like, sis, now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Sis, what exclusive do you have that any other blogger can't get? I never watched Lovey T anyways. Um, hey Ronald, I didn't see you, sis. I don't like Lovey T's background. Get out. Okay, I read that. Put up a nice backdrop. That's all. Nothing fancy. I mean, that could. I mean, yeah, maybe she could do that. I have thought sometimes when I'm watching her live, I'm like, dang, Lovey T, you got a lot of shoes, sis. One day she had her closet partially ajar, and I was like, oh, I like that purse, Lovey T. I damn near feel like I was invading her privacy. Yes, dear, they be paying. I think was it Tasha K charging them $15 to see stuff that you can go on any other platform and see. They don't have nowhere near as many subscribers that you have, but they giving it to you on YouTube for free. They just want you to come watch this video and possibly subscribe after you watch it. Yeah, no, I'm good, sis. I would never. But again, those for the people who are very loyal to her, who believe in her, who've been following her forever. And look, y'all, if that's her hustle, that's her hustle. If that's what she wants to provide to people who are true tea sip or not tea sippers, that's lovely tea. What is winos? To her winos, that's your business. Because y'all, you got to think about it too. You got to be careful when you are a blogger like that. You always have to have a backup plan when it comes to your platforms, because YouTube at any time can shut you down without no explanation. So here she's grown all these people on this YouTube channel, and then she gets shut down abruptly by YouTube. She has to have a backup plan where she can continue to keep producing her shows. So that's really strategic, not so much being greedy. It might be a little bit of greedy, but it's also very strategic in the type of business that she's in. Boy, they be tearing Lovely T up on them super chats. I'll be like, God, Lovely T, like, sis, she's guaranteed to get a grip every time she go live. And she doesn't go live a lot. She goes live maybe once or twice a week, and she'll do a show for about an hour and a half. And like I said, it's very depending on what's, what's on the roster. But I love Lovely T. I really like her show. Right, Zoe. Right. Zoe says Lovely T raw without the mess. I love her. She's so real and educate you on your culture and stand for us black folks. Exactly. I don't know, dear. Y'all always be asking me about Mean. I don't watch Mean. I don't know what that lady over there doing. You have to go to the channels that talk about Mean like that. I don't talk about Mean at all. Right, exactly. Tasha should just deliver the exclusive news. She tries to be a comedian, then it goes wrong. Right. It's like, sis, just get a news, sis, and get on up off of here. You gotta act like you have drunk and you only took 2 sips of your wine. Whew, yeah. All right, sis. We've been on here for an hour and 25 minutes. I just wanted to get on here real quick, y'all, because I just had a couple things on my mind, especially about the Olivia situation. I was just like, man, you know what? I understand a lot of what Olivia's going through as far as YouTube. She's kind of done into her own self. Me personally, I would have just stayed off of YouTube until I finished going through whatever I was going through, and then I would give you whatever explanation I felt like giving you when I got to where I was going. That's what I would have done if I was her. But obviously, I'm not. And sis chose to do what she wanted to do. I just wanted to get on here because I know a lot of people are talking about the whole reason why she lied about the housing situation. And I understand why, people questioning that, but I really think people are losing the focus of what really is happening. She's really moving and this is my personal feeling. I could be wrong, but I feel like she's going to back stay with Gerard wherever they're going to go in Texas. And after further consideration of her being in Florida, she really decided, I want to be with my man. Her mom and her sister might have been a little disappointed, but as we know, her mom and her sister can't tell her nothing. And instead of Olivia just coming on her platform one day and, go to the bathroom like they normally do, stand in the bathroom and tell her audience the reason why she's leaving her house abruptly, sis decided to turn it into some type of shenanigan to get people talking, to get her the views. And maybe it's working, maybe it's not working, but at the end of the day, I just wish sis would hurry up and go ahead and dead all this so we can go on to the next new drama sis gonna bring us or whatever. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I gotta go. I most definitely will see y'all in the next video. Y'all be safe. Have a good weekend. I know I am, because again, it's a real G's birthday. All right. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are so awesome. I really like the fact that you guys, no matter what time of day I go live, y'all still come and chat it up with me. Y'all could be anywhere else on YouTube and you decide to be here. And I am very grateful for that. Remember, you guys, sub what you love. Bye bye.